The budget for 21-22 does not have any big bang announcements, and the same holds true for the MSME sector. What the sector got from the budget was sprinkled all across the FM speech. But to summarize what Nirmala Sitharaman offered, here are key 10 points. Number one, to ensure faster resolution of cases, the NCLT framework will be strengthened. Ecosystems shall be implemented, and alternate methods of debt resolution and special framework for MSMEs will be introduced. At point number two, the allocation for the sector has also been doubled from the current year to rupees 15,700 crore. At point number three, to enable textile industry to become globally competitive and to boost employment, a scheme of mega investment textile parks has been launched, in addition to the PLI scheme. 7 textile parks will be launched in the next 3 years. I think this is greatly significant given how alarmingly Bangladesh and Vietnam have captured the export markets in textile. Our ports are hugely inefficient. So at point number 4, our major ports will be moving from managing their operational services on their own to a model where a private partner will manage it for them. For the purpose, 7 projects worth more than 2,000 crore will be offered by major ports on public-private partnership mode in FY 21-22. However, the export community is not very kicked about the proposal, since the budget does nothing to address the acute problem of container shortage and manufacturing them in the country. Then there were a host of announcements relating to customs duty. So at point number 5, what came as a surprise to many is that the government now wants to overhaul and review more than 400 old exemptions this year. It will conduct this through extensive consultation. From 1st October 2021, it will put in place a revised customs duty structure free of any distortion. At point number 6, MSMEs have been severely hit by the recent sharp rise in iron and steel prices. Therefore, the government is now proposing to levy customs duty uniformly to 7.5% on semi-flats, long products, non-alloys, alloys, and stainless steels. To provide relief to metal recyclers, mostly MSMEs, the FM is also exempting duty on steel scrap from a period up to 31st March 2022. This will significantly be beneficial to small steel mills and will also help in reducing their variable costs. The textile sector also employs huge numbers and contributes significantly to the economy. So at point number 7, the FM says there is a need to rationalize duties on raw material input to man-made textile. Therefore, the government has now brought nylon chain on par with polyester and other man-made fiber. This will help the textile industries, MSMEs, and exports too. At point number 8, the FM also proposes to rationalize the exemption on import of duty-free items as an incentive to exporters of 36 garments, leather, and handicraft items. All of these items are made domestically by our MSMEs. It is also now withdrawing exemption on imports of certain kinds of leather as they are domestically produced in good quantity and quality, mostly by MSMEs. Also raising custom duties on finished synthetic gemstones to encourage their domestic processing. Away from the customs duty, at point number 9, the FM proposes to revise the definition under Companies Act for small companies by increasing their threshold for paid-up capital, which was earlier at rupees 50 lakh, that's been now increased to 2 crore. The turnover, which was earlier kept at rupees 2 crore, has now been significantly increased to 20 crore. Lastly, and at point number 10, there has been a manifold increase in digital payments in the recent past. The government has now earmarked a 1,500 crore fund that will provide financial incentives to promote digital modes of payment. In the end, lots of small announcements here and there, but the key will be implementation. We are yet to see implementation of some of the proposals made in the budget last year. So we'll have to see what gets done and the material impact. Thanks for watching.